The Battlefield 4 beta is up. Let's go hop into multiplayer. Let's see how awesome this next generation game really is. So welcome everyone to the next generation of Battlefield releases. This is Battlefield 4, the open beta is out, the exclusivity is down, and it's open for everyone on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 to go and download this right now. So right at the start here, we're going to be showing you how to get to the top of the tallest building within Siege of Shanghai. This is the only map you have available to you in the beta because it's such a huge map. You can really understand why. You won't exactly get bored with this, and I'm sure you will appreciate how quality I found this game. So first off, we're going to be looking at what Battlefield is all about. What is this new extension to the Battlefield 3 release has to bring us? What do they have new, and what did I think of the game? So first off, one of the first things I noticed was the new controls. Being a Battlefield 3 player, you can really notice how they've adapted the controls to make it a bit more easier for the normal user to get to grips with. I really found the new controls to be a bit off-putting at the start because they changed totally all around the controller, like what button does what, and it'll be much easier for a new player to come to the forte and start playing with the game. But one of the first things I noticed as well was how customizable your guns are. They're more customizable than ever. As with every Battlefield game, you can expect a lot of customizability, and as well as that, they always try and patch the game up to get the gun statistics all equal. There's no overpowered guns. And this is really something that Call of Duty really should appreciate, and have a look at Battlefield 4 to see what a next generation first person shooter is all about, because I really found this to be in the next generation of first person shooters. So what do I mean by that? Well, I saw they have a next gen engine. They've upgraded the engine from Frostbite 2 to Frostbite 3, I believe. And that's just the sort of day-to-day things that make up the map, how everything's so destructible, and how everything comes together in one, make the graphics look nice and all that good stuff. So I found that most of the map was very easily destructible, perhaps some surfaces and textures too destructible. So by that I mean, in a couple of instances I was shooting someone and then all of a sudden bits of building would chip away and fall down just because I was hitting it with one bullet. It was a bit too destructible in a way, but I really hope they change that, so when the game does officially come out later this year, they will fix those issues. So what I did right there on the screen was actually change the dynamic of the map. I raised the bollards of the map, and as with every Battlefield game, there's vehicles, enemy and ally. Sorry if you can tell I have a cold at the moment. That's pretty despicable of me, but anyway, I shall carry on. There's a lot of interactivity with the maps, I should say. It really makes for a dynamic, changing map, and when you raise the bollards, for instance, that really affects how the map plays out, because that means when you're in a vehicle, you're not so overpowered. You can sort of make way for your ally vehicles to get through if the enemy has put them up. So changing the map is awesome, and right, you can see on your screen there was the enemy vehicle being trapped by the bollards I had earlier set up. So pretty awesome, I saw that. But there was, talking of changing maps, you do see in the game that buildings can fall down, and different a whole load of different things. So it's very much more realistic and real life, with buildings being able to fall down as well as typical day-to-day things. It's not like Call of Duty where they've only just announced parts of the map that are destructible. This is fully destructible. As you can see on screen right here, I did get a randomly killed in action sign on my screen, and I thought, why on earth have I just died there? Because the next Battlefield 4 has just announced really cool kill cams. What you can see is the perspective of where you've been killed from who killed you, and obviously the reason I died was because this building was falling down. I hope to see that in the official release of the game they actually have a sequence where the user or the player can actually escape from the building as the building's falling down. It'll make it for a pretty awesome game if you're able to like parachute out of a building as it's collapsing, because I had no indication the building was falling down, and it happened a couple of times. And on the screen right there you can see that the confusion over the old control mechanisms come into play there. But playing Battlefield 3 and using Battlefield 4 as a new game. You can think of it as a totally new game in a way, because the controls are so different, and it's pretty awesome that they put that much detail of change in the game, because Call of Duty I can't really see being a next generation success, and we shall go into that a bit later on. So what else do I have to talk about in this commentary? I have just pre-ordered myself a PlayStation 4 as my next generation console. I'm sure plenty of you out there will be joining me on the hype when the next generation of consoles comes out in November. I can't really see many people getting the Xbox One, but overall I can see the demand for PlayStation 4 being higher than ever. We just noob tube the tank there, try and destroy it, and I really love the sound. It goes like, does that sort of weird sound. Pretty funny, to be honest, but all of the guns in this game are very well balanced. So the reason I pre-ordered the PS4 is because I'm a big gamer. I love games, and I can see how PlayStation are really upping their game to basically put a finger up to Microsoft. But one of the little glitches I found in this beta was how you can aim on someone from a distance and not see that they're your friend until you come really close to them. So you can start shooting someone and wonder why they're not die, and then you come up to them and suddenly their name pops up, so you're like, oh, that's why you couldn't die. But on screen right here you can see how easily destructible the map is. I'm sniping this guy from a far distance, and as I start sniping him, bits of the building do start to collapse off. And I found that to be a bit unrealistic in a way. I don't want my game to be so realistic that you're like, whoa. I want it to be fun, of course, but I think in this instance where you're shooting some sort of huge cement thing, I wouldn't want it to fall down with every single sniper bullet I make. So it's a bit annoying, and I'm not that great of a sniper as well, as you can see on screen. I'm just sniping all these tiles off to see them all fall down. So, with the PlayStation 4, I ordered it from Amazon. It comes, since I ordered it after the 7th of August, that means I'll be getting it before Christmas. It's a promise that Amazon have just made on their PlayStation 4 page. If you ordered it before the 7th of August, i.e. like the 6th of August or before, you'll be getting that on release day. But for me, I'll be getting it before Christmas. So anyone that wants a PlayStation 4 before Christmas, I'll say go through to Amazon and order it now. They're doing some fantastic deals, and they've just announced that 4 bundles are officially coming from Sony, and Amazon are going to allow the pre-order people take first priority over all of the bundles available. So, what are the 4 bundles? Well, of course, there's going to be the old PlayStation 4 on its own with 1 controller. That's £350, as announced by Sony ages ago. That's the standard PlayStation 4 on its own, no hidden gimmicks, no extras, just the PlayStation 4 with a controller so you can play at home. If you want to play with some games though, there's 2 options available. There's the Killzone 4, I think, and there's Watch Dogs. So both of these games come with a PlayStation 4 and 1 controller by itself. And if you want the PlayStation 4 with Killzone and a controller, that'll be £390. And if you want PlayStation 4 Watch Dogs and a controller, that will also be £390. So you get 1 controller in total, and either Killzone or Watch Dogs. So you have to choose out of those 2 games if you want that bundle. So you're getting that 1 extra game for £40, which can be a little bit of a good offer. It's not exactly eye-opening and like, whoa, it's an amazing offer, because games typically cost around £40 currently, but in the next generation you can sort of see a little spike in the price of games, especially early on in the announcement of these 2 consoles when they come out. So the other bundle, which I will be getting, consists of the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation camera, 2 controllers, and Killzone. This in total costs £450, and I really found this to be the biggest bundle of them all. Of course it's the most expensive, but you're also getting the camera and 2 controllers and Killzone. I'm not a huge fan of Killzone, but I really like the graphics, and I liked them to, when they came out and said they're doing 60 frames per second. That is pretty awesome, especially with the high-end graphics they have. So I'm going to show you a video on screen about why I'm getting a PlayStation camera, and you shall agree with me that is pretty freaking sweet. So this on screen is the PlayStation 4 Playroom. Comes with every PlayStation 4 installed by default, and you don't actually have to pay for it at all. Even the DLCs for this are free. So what is this all about? You need a PlayStation 4 camera, of course. This looks at your controller and uses the light bar at the end of your controller to identify where the controller is. This provides you with a variety of games and little toys for you to play with your PlayStation 4, and this is only the possibilities that the PlayStation 4 can offer. So you can see on screen that the guy using the controller is an advertiser for this device. You can see he's playing with the controller. There's little minions inside, of which you can run around, you can throw up and down inside, and you can press buttons on top of the PlayStation controller which illuminate, and you can affect their world inside the controller as well. So putting your hand in front of the light bar at the front of the controller between you and the PlayStation camera itself makes it all dark. And you can actually flick these people out inside your world. Look how HD the screen looks, and look at how quality the camera actually is. It looks like it somewhat tracks where your room is, it can tell where you are, and it can allow those little robots inside your controllers to come out and be interactive into your part of the world. Another awesome thing is that with this peripheral, you can actually use your iPhone or PS Vita device to actually get extensions to your game. So you can actually draw out what you would like to come into the world, flick it out into the world, and it actually pops down in front of your virtual living room. So that's only the possibilities of the PlayStation camera. That's why I'm going to get the £450 bundle. Let me know in the comments what bundles you'll be looking at getting, and if you want to get the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. As always, make sure you check out the link in the description for Amazon, where you can go straight away and pre-order the console and join me on the PlayStation 4 hype. And I shall see you soon with some more FIFA 13 gameplay, where I send off FIFA 13 in style, opening a whole ton of packs. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what you think of the Battlefield 4 as well, and I shall be playing some more Battlefield 4 if you would like that videos to come onto your screen as well. So, peace!